Okay, Mark, stand by then. 3G this time, so nice gentle one just to get the cobwebs blown away.
Yep.
So that's 3G. Okay, Mark, how did that go?
Yeah, that went alright. Trousers didn't feel as weird as when we did the pressure test, but you definitely feel it, can't you?
Yeah, they do squeeze a bit, but it shouldn't get that uncomfortable under G. So if you have any problems, let us know. But you shouldn't find it too uncomfortable under G. They just sort of put a bit more pressure in there, depending. It's graduated according to the G level, so it should balance out reasonably well for you.
Okay, yeah, it felt alright to be honest.
Okay, so we'll go up to 4G next. We'll just give you a break for half a minute. So 4G, you'll find that the trousers squeeze a bit more, which should be sort of appropriate for the G level. You shouldn't have to do any work really at that sort of level. Just sort of tense up a little bit against the trousers if you feel you need to for comfort, and see how you go. You're not going to notice any sort of grey out or visual loss at this sort of level. But as we go on, I'll sort of warn you if you're going to start to notice that and you need to do a bit more work.
Yep.
Okay, ready for 4G?
Stand by, 4G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, stand by 4G this time. That's 4G. Okay, well done. How did that feel?
Yeah, it was good. Like I said, didn't have to do any work, no greying out or anything, so, which I probably would have had to done a little bit of work without the trousers last time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if your relaxed G times was 3.6 on your the last time without trousers, we'll go up to 4.6 now. You should find that you still don't have to do very much. You might just notice a little bit of grey out at the edges of your vision, but you shouldn't have to do much work to clear that. So we'll try 4.6 and see how you go.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide where we go from there.
It's fine by me.
Any sort of tumbling or nausea at all, or not really?
Only briefly, but by the time the whole gondola had stopped spinning, it was gone.
Fantastic, good. Alright, remind me if you do get any problems like that, otherwise I'll just assume you're okay.
Yep.
Okay, ready for 4.6?
Ready to go?
Okay, Paul, set us up please. 4.6G, 15 seconds.
Stand by, 4.6G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, stand by 4.6. It's 4.6. Okay, well done. How was that one?
That was alright, yeah. A little bit of greying out towards the end of the run, but I just squeezed against the trousers a bit more and it cleared it, so.
Fantastic. Yeah, I saw that, just a slight squeeze at the end. Okay, so we'll go to 5G next, and we'll go up in 0.4 jumps from here and just see at what point you find that muscle tension alone is not enough to clear your vision.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do then is to do a bit of muscle tension as the G comes on, as the trousers start to squeeze. Just tense up the muscles in your legs, bottom and tummy and so on to resist that. And basically tense as hard as you need to keep your vision clear. If we get to a point where you're starting to get a bit of grey out despite doing that, that's where we'll start to practice the anti-G straining manoeuvre.
Yep, okay.
Okay, you ready for 5G?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Paul, set us up please. 5G, 15 seconds.
Stand by, 5G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, 5G this time. It's 5G. Okay, well done. How was that?
That's alright, yeah. I didn't get any graying out at that time, but I went through the leg tension from the start with the trousers, so
Yeah, so you're probably keeping your vision clear quite easily that time.
yeah.
Okay, we'll jump up to 5.6 next, alright? Give you a bit more to work against.
Okie dokie.
So I think about 0.6 jump there will be fine. And really the same again, start off with some muscle tension at the beginning. If you find you're getting a bit of grey out, basically squeeze harder and tense harder if you need to. Start thinking as you're going along about doing the anti-G straining manoeuvre. So big breath in as the G's coming on, a good strain as we get to the plateau G level, as I call out 5.6. And just get the timings in your head. So 3 seconds of straining, gasp out, big breath in, 3 seconds of straining, gasp out, big breath in, 3 seconds of straining. Alright?
Yep.
So you can almost sort of do dummy strains if you want to, just to get a practice for it. But I don't want you to do put any effort into that, otherwise you get tired before you're actually getting any benefit from it.
Okay.
Okay, ready for 5.6?
Yep, ready.
Alright, Paul, set us up please. 5.6G, 15 seconds.
Stand by, 5.6G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, stand by 5.6 this time. So good muscle tension as the G is coming on. Rehearse the G straining manoeuvre. Put in as much effort as you need to keep your vision clear. Good. 5.6. Well done, catch your breath. Okay, how did you find that one?
Could really feel the trousers squeezing, and I was trying to think about counting through the G straining manoeuvre, but I don't know whether I counted it correctly, but no graying out with the leg tension.
Okay, good. What sort of percentage of effort do you think you were putting into the leg tension that time?
Definitely not 100%. Probably a bit more than 50, I'd say.
Okay. Alrighty, so I think if we bump up to 6G next and see where we go there, once you get to a point where you're getting a bit of grey out despite the muscle tension, so that you know, you can, as you start to practice the straining manoeuvre, whether it's helping to keep your vision clear.
Okie dokie.
So we'll just try the same sort of thing again, really. You trying to put in as much effort as you need to keep your vision clear, and just trying to do practice dummy strains, if you like, without putting in too much effort, just to try and get the timing, rehearse the timing in your head.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, happy to go on to 6?
I am, yeah.
Alright, Paul, set us up please. 6G, 15 seconds.
Stand by, 6G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, 6G this time. 6G. Well done. Relax, catch your breath.
Okay.
Okay, how did that go?
Went alright towards the last bit of the run, grading quite a bit, but I just realised that I wasn't perhaps squeezing my abdomen enough, and then it went back out. I tried practicing the anti-straining, and I think I got the timing right, but I'll have to wait and see or not when I need it.
Okay. Alrighty. It's difficult to tell from watching you then whether you got the timing right or not, because you weren't sort of doing proper strains yet. So that will be more obvious to give you some feedback on that once we get to a little bit of a higher G level. I think I'm just wondering. I think probably if we go to 6.4 G, that will give you a good level to practice the straining manoeuvre against.
Okay.
So you'll need to put in a bit of effort to keep sort of all of that muscle tension that you've just done is your protection basically. It's the baseline that's going to protect you whilst you practice the straining manoeuvre above that.
Yep.
So we'll try a 6.4 G run next. And what I want you to do is, as the trousers are coming squeezing you sort of build up your muscle tension. Absolutely don't forget your tummy muscles and your bottom muscles as well to strain against. And as the G's sort of building up and the trousers have been squeezing for a couple of seconds, take a big breath in, get that first strain going, and hold that for 3 seconds, count of 3, gasp out and breath in, count of 3, and see if you can keep that going steadily throughout the run.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Any problems if you find you're losing track or panicking or it's starting to get too much grey out, just push that stop button or shout down, 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 alright?
Yep.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, Paul, set us up please. 6.4 G, 15 seconds.
Stand by 6.4 G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, stand by 6.4 this time. Any problems, just push the stop button.
Will do.
Big breath. 6.4. Well done. Okay, catch your breath for a moment.
Say that again, Des. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
So I said just catch your breath for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, how did that go?
It started to grey in a little bit, and then when I tried the manoeuvre, it pushed it back out. But there was definitely one where I cocked it up because it must have been, I think it went too quickly because it came in a little bit until the next one and then went back out.
Okay, good. That suggests we're getting a good sort of G level for you to practice against. You do what everybody does on that run. You did what everybody does, which is to not strain long enough.
Yeah. You
were straining for probably about a second, maybe a second and a half for some of them. You want to hold those strains for 3 seconds. So it's like you almost have to force yourself to count 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, gasp out in, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, gasp out in. Get it? So try and make sure you get, as the G level's coming up, you're taking that first big breath in, getting the first strain going. Holding that for 3 seconds is probably the most important one.
Okay.
So hold that first one for longer than you think you need to, for a good 3 seconds. Gasp out, big breath in as quickly as you can, and get the second strain going as quickly as you can.
Yep.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Do you want to give that another go?
Yeah, I'll give it another go.
Okie dokie. Paul, if you'd set us up again, please, then 6.4 G, 15 seconds.
Stand by 6.4 G, 15 seconds.
Okay, Mark, same again, 6.4 G, 15 seconds. I'll cue you in for your big breath in at the start. Good. 6.4. Well done. Relax and catch your breath. Okay, how are you doing? Are you feeling in need of a breather yet?
I could probably do with a glass of water, to be honest, yeah.
Alright, well we'll bring you out to the door and let you out, give you a break for a minute, and you can have a think about what you've been doing, and then we'll get you on for more practice later on.
Yeah, great, thank you.
Okay, I think on that one, your main problem was that you started your first breath too early. Because you'd finished your first strain just as I was calling 6.4 G. So we'll pop you out of the gondola and then and chat about